The Walking Dead, Season 3, Episode 4, Killer Within. Episode 4 of The Walking Dead Season 3, Killer Within, is one of the most emotional and action-packed episodes of the series. Balancing moments of hope and devastating loss, it shifts between the prison and Woodbury, delivering shocking twists and setting the tone for the rest of the season. Plot summary. The prison's security breach. The episode opens with an unknown individual luring walkers into the prison by leaving bloody animal parts at the gates and cutting through the fence. This act of sabotage sets the stage for chaos, as walkers infiltrate the once secure prison grounds. Rick, Andrew Lincoln, and the group are working on fortifying the prison and settling into a routine. They are joined by Axel, Lew Temple, and Oscar, Vincent Ward, the two surviving prisoners who have proven cooperative. Despite initial hesitation, Rick begins to consider integrating them into the group. Chaos erupts in the prison. The group's work is interrupted when a horde of walkers overruns the prison yard. Panic ensues as the survivors are forced to fight their way back to safety. T-Dog, IronE Singleton, is bitten during the attack but continues to help the group, sacrificing himself to save Carol Peletier, Melissa McBride, by distracting the walkers so she can escape. The group becomes separated during the chaos, with Maggie Greene, Cohan, and Carl Grimes, Chandler Riggs, taking Laurie Grimes, Sarah Wayne Callies, to a secure area as she goes into labor. Laurie's sacrifice. Laurie's labor complications escalate, and it becomes clear that she cannot deliver the baby without a C-section, which will likely kill her. Laurie makes the heartbreaking decision to sacrifice herself to save her child. She shares a tearful goodbye with Carl, encouraging him to be strong and take care of the baby. Maggie performs the C-section, delivering a healthy baby girl. Laurie dies during the procedure, leaving Carl to make the agonizing choice to shoot her to prevent her from turning. This moment marks a devastating turning point for Carl, forcing him to grow up far too quickly. Rick's devastation. Rick and the others eventually regroup, only to discover what has happened. When Rick sees Maggie and Carl holding the baby and realizes Laurie is gone, he collapses in grief, overcome with guilt and despair. His breakdown is one of the most emotional moments of the series, highlighting the cost of survival and leadership in the apocalypse. Woodbury's growing intrigue. Meanwhile, in Woodbury, Andrea, Laurie Holden, becomes more drawn to the governor, David Morrissey, who continues to charm her with his vision of safety and community. Michonne, Danai Gurira, remains distrustful, uncovering more unsettling details about the governor's operations, including inconsistencies in his story about the helicopter crash survivors. Michonne urges Andrea to leave Woodbury with her, but Andrea hesitates, tempted by the apparent safety and stability the town offers. This growing divide between the two women sets up future conflicts. Key themes and elements. Sacrifice and loss. Laurie and T-Dog's sacrifices underscore the harsh realities of survival, emphasizing the lengths people go to protect others in the apocalypse. Parenthood and responsibility. Laurie's final moments highlight the theme of parental love and the difficult choices parents face to ensure their children's future. Grief and trauma. Rick's breakdown and Carl's forced maturity showcase the emotional toll of the apocalypse, especially on families. Trust and distrust. The divide between Andrea and Michonne reflects the difficulty of trusting others in a world filled with hidden dangers and ulterior motives. Character development. Rick Grimes. Rick's leadership is tested as he experiences his greatest personal loss, leading to a profound emotional shift. Laurie Grimes. Laurie's selfless decision to sacrifice her life for her child cements her as a symbol of parental love and resilience. Carl Grimes. Carl's actions during Laurie's death mark a turning point in his character, forcing him to confront the harsh realities of adulthood. T-Dog. T-Dog's sacrifice highlights his courage and loyalty to the group, even in the face of certain death. Michonne. Michonne's growing suspicion of the governor and her attempts to protect Andrea show her sharp instincts and moral conviction. Andrea's increasing connection to the governor reveals her vulnerability and her longing for stability, despite the potential dangers. Memorable moments. The chaotic walker attack in the prison, a tense and action-packed sequence. T-Dog's heroic sacrifice to save Carol, a poignant and emotional moment. Lori's final goodbye to Carl, one of the most heartbreaking scenes in the series. Rick's devastating reaction to Lori's death, a raw and emotional performance that underscores the cost of leadership. Michonne's discovery of unsettling details in Woodbury, building tension around the governor's true intentions. Conclusion. Killer Within is a powerful and emotionally charged episode that delivers some of the series' most heartbreaking moments. With its mix of intense action and devastating loss, the episode redefines the stakes for the survivors and sets the stage for further conflict and emotional growth. The sacrifices made by Lori and T-Dog, coupled with Rick's emotional breakdown, make this episode a defining chapter in the Walking Dead saga.